Welcome back to the podcast. I hope everybody is having a good day today. I apologize. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been a minute. I've been busy, and I'm about to be even busier here soon. Starting Monday, I'm going to be working 2 different jobs, working like 6 a.m. to 12 o'clock at night. So I'm going to be pretty busy for a while, even more busier than what usual. But anyways, with that being said, let's get this going. I hope everybody is doing well. I had some things I wanted to talk about. We're going to talk about them on here. We're going to go... I don't want to do that. No, god damn it. I don't want to do all that. We'll do the home run derby, possibly. No, we'll just do batting practice. Who are we going to take here? Is, Matt Carpenter. Yep, all day. We'll take a... I'm not really a big Cubs fan here, so I don't know who's good and who's not. I'm a Cardinals type guy. Which is weird, because my son, he's 2, he'll be 3 here soon, but he's a big Cubs fan, and I'm a Cardinals fan, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, just fair warning, this video is going to be all over the place for anybody that might be watching this. So, that being said, let's get it. Come and get some pow pow. Oh. I've gotten a lot of shit for that, the little come and get it son pow pow shit. Well, because I always used to bash on, you know, rap, any type of rap really, and country rap, and it's retarded, and blah blah blah, and I just realized I was kind of being a sourpuss about shit, so I started listening to it. It's pretty good stuff. Anyways, I always kind of had the wrong outlook on stuff, like, you know, they should come and get it, son, pow, pow, freaking they're trying to be country and rap. What the fuck is that bullshit? I always just had the wrong outlook on that, and I was just being a big sourpuss, more or less. Anyways. Copenhagen, man. Anyways. Freaking, no, it, so I want to talk about something on here. Freaking, you ever, notice, Ryan Upchurch did a video about this, like making fun of, like, girls that were, like, I wouldn't say necessarily making fun of, but just giving shit to ignorant stupidity, which I like shit like that, because I'm the same way. I don't know. Like, the older I get, I just don't have time for stupidity, and this was definitely one of those. Like, it was, you know, white girls that trying to act black and saying they're black and shit, and so, like, it was just funny. But what's funny to me about that is a lot of these people that reply to this video and share the fuck out of this thing are generally girls, and they're generally white girls, and they're generally girls that act wiggerish as shit, and it blows my mind because they're just sitting there. They're like, yeah. They're like, you shouldn't be acting that way if you white. That's stupid. Blah 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 blah. It's just the same girls that are like acting black themselves. It's like, what the fuck? Like, people, do we not think about shit before we actually say it? Like, I mean, come on. Damn. If you're gonna make fun of somebody who's making fun of somebody else, I don't really encourage making fun of people, but anyways, if you're gonna make fun of somebody that's making fun of somebody else for doing some shit that doesn't make any sense, but you do the same thing, and it's like, I write this short fuss. Like, come the fuck on, people. I don't know. I have a lot of people ask me, you know, why I'm single, blah blah blah. I have girls hit on me all the time. I don't know. I guess age and maturity and shit like that. I don't know. I get so caught up in, you know, life in general, and I had this discussion with a buddy of mine the other day, who's got a kid on the way and stuff, and he's about to be a first-time father, so it's pretty neat. You know, me being a father myself, I can give him some pointers or stuff, but whatever. So it was, I told him, I said, man, I'm really bad about that too. I said, but you you got to get out. You got to get out. And I told him, I said, I respect what you're doing. Always being there for your woman, blah, 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 blah. Being that dedicated. I said, that's great. A lot of men don't do that. That's great, man. I said, but you got to get out and get you some you time. I said, I'm real bad about that, too. I work all the fucking time, and I don't ever get out and do shit. It's not like I don't have the money to. It's just like I just don't. So I'm pretty bad about that myself. I said, I've found ways to make time. You got to. Anyways, anybody on here watch the Dirty Mo podcast with Dale Jr.? I love that thing. Anyways, probably my favorite podcast out there. But anyways, I enjoy all these different videos and these podcasts actually going to my YouTube channel. I all the different shit that I've done for my YouTube channel. I think I enjoy these podcasts more than anything. Because I'm the type of person that I like to talk about things and bring up different topics and stuff. So I never really even thought about doing podcasts like this before, but it just makes so much more sense. And people can get gameplay and stuff. Like right now, I'm playing MLB The Show 17. My brother gives me shit about that because he's like, bro, why don't you get 19? It's like I'm going to get 19 eventually, but I'm going to get 18 first. Well, and the reason before that is because I've already played 18. I haven't played 19 yet. But, like, all my career mode and stuff on here, Road to the Show, is what it's called, I'm pretty far on it. I'm, like, halfway to, like, breaking the record for the most freaking home runs ever in MLB history. So, yeah, this isn't really something I want to just jump off and have to do all that shit again. Especially now that I have even less time than what I did to begin with. So, yeah, it's not really something, Whoop. And there's my phone in the background, Star Wars. Damn it. I'm going to reset that. Anywho. Anybody ever been to a Chinese restaurant ever? And I say this, I started this conversation. I've started a couple like that with a couple different people, and they're like, yeah, dumbass, we've been to a Chinese restaurant. And it's always funny when I bring something up like that. Like this podcast obviously is to the general public and whoever watches it. But, like if I'm out somewhere, and I'm out talking with a couple buddies, and I say, anybody ever been to a Chinese restaurant? And there's always got to be this one motherfucker that's just, yeah, dumbass, everybody's been to a Chinese restaurant. Like, dude, was I asking you? No, shut the fuck up. So, freaking, anyways. You ever been to a Chinese restaurant, and you walk in there, and it's not Chinese people? Like, it's legit fucking rednecks like me and other people that I know. Freaking, they're in there at ball cap breaking, what's gonna be, chicken or hot dog? What? That would throw me off. I don't want to, I don't want to go to a Chinese restaurant. I want the real deal. I'm talking the real fucking deal. I want to go in there, some old boy working in there. They go in there, old boy comes out, he cuts his damn head off, throws it on the table. He ain't no work here no more. Well, no shit, you just killed the poor bastard. I'm sure he don't work here no more. But what's fucked about that is I had this discussion with a buddy of mine the other night. And I said, as well as I do, that shit like that actually happens overseas, which is fucked. Every now and then you gotta have a Chinese friend and run these jokes past and be like, would this be okay? Is this a little out of line? Not that I give a fuck, but I'm just saying, you gotta do that every now and then. God damn it, I'm doing terrible. Yeah, yesterday I went to Champaign and, I don't know, went and got me a new vape. Well, it's the same vape as what I got, but it's like a more fancy version of it or whatever. Like, the buttons on mine had melted off, because, like, heat conditions and shit that I work in, so it actually fucking melted off. So I had no buttons on this damn thing. Like, it still works, but it just melted off. So I'm like, yeah, time to get a new one. So I was kind of dreading it because, you know, the one that I get isn't really cheap. So I was kind of dreading this purchase, but I'm like, you know, it's something I need to do. I got the money, I should do it. Just shut the fuck up and do it. And I don't really ever buy anything for myself anymore, ever, really. I buy stuff for my kid, and that's about it. Pay bills, shit like that, too. But, you know, I'm like, you know, if I got the money, I'm going to buy this damn thing. So I went out and got it, and it's the Aegis Legend freaking Zeus edition. This thing is fucking awesome. It's black and gold, and it's just sexy looking. I don't ever really like gold. I'm not a gold type person, but this thing looks cool. It's funny because a buddy of mine last night, he's like, how much was that? I'm like, you really don't want to know. It definitely, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't like expensive either. But if you're priced to shit, none of them are ridiculous. But it wasn't, you know, real cheap. But it wasn't real expensive. I think for the mod, I think I gave 180. So I don't know, 100. Well, a little over that, 200 with some juice. But damn it. Like, the main reason that I vape is, so, like, at work, I can't really chew tobacco at work. So, like, you know, we have breaks and shit. Not very many, but we have breaks, you know. So on breaks, I vape. I had somebody ask me one time, they're like, what do you enjoy more, chewing tobacco or vaping? And it kind of pissed me off because, like, I'm not really picky about very many things in life, but, like, I don't really like correcting people either. But it's one of those deals, like, dip and chewing tobacco are two different things. I like chewing tobacco. I chew every now and then, but chew and dip are two different things. Just like snus is completely different. But anyways, answering the question, now, I don't know. It's kind of hard to turn my back on chewing tobacco or dip. Either one. I do both. I dip more than I chew tobacco, but I've done it for so long. My birthday is here in a couple weeks, actually. I'll be 29. I'm damn near 30. Which is mind-blowing enough in its own, because I really didn't expect to live this long. When I was younger, I made all kinds of dumb decisions, just like people do. You know, it's funny when I see somebody that's like 21 to like 24, even 25, and they're like, I'm grown, I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. You're not grown, you're still wet behind your ears, shut the fuck up. And I never used to think that way when I was that age, but I have grown so much and had to grow up and do all kinds of shit and mature. And, you know, damn near 30, you know, the shit that I do, you know, it's completely different from even what I did like a year ago. I'm a completely different person than what I was a year ago. You know, I think life is all about growth and growing and, you know, just doing your best. So, I mean, it's weird, you know, when people that are like 20 to 25, they're like, oh man, back pain's this, back pain's that. You don't know what the fuck back pain is. Shut up. But yeah, it is kind of weird with me. I don't know. I have girls hit on me all the time. I don't, you know, several girls that would probably fuck me. But I'm not that type of person. Like, when I was a little bit younger, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was single and some girl was like, hey, you wanna get down and do the hanky-panky, slip me the pickle there, cutie? Come over here, redneck, and slip me your pickle. I probably would have done it. But I don't know. The older I get, I just ain't got time for that bullshit. Like, just have a little bit more respect for myself than that. That, and with me, like, the older I get, I'm not looking, you know, really for a one-night stand with somebody or a, you know, shit like that. I'm looking to settle down, so I don't just hit on or talk to whoever the first person that thinks I'm cute is. You know, I don't. Damn it, I haven't hit any home runs here. Fantasy football. Anybody watching this play fantasy football at all? I'm thinking about getting in it this year. Win me some money. Because I'm pretty good with sports and shit, so just as long as I don't have my Colts going all the way, I'll be good. That blows me in my mind, because like I'm on the Colts following page and shit, and I'm a diehard Colts fan. But anybody that knows this, knows me knows this. But like we have got arguably the best team in the NFL. Setup, specs, everything. We got the best team. But our quarterback, Luck, it's kind of coincidental that his last name is Luck. And this dude gets injured all the time. And it sucks, because we got a hell of a team, but now we got no quarterback, and it sucks. And, you know, people are like, you know, on this page are just like, oh, that's just preseason. Which is true. If it's just preseason, it doesn't mean shit. Even the Patriots, as much as I hate the New England Patriots, they suck in preseason. All the good teams do. But anyways, that's just how it works. But anybody that knows sports knows this. But, you know, then they're like, oh, it's just preseason. Luck will be back. We're going all the way. I don't know. I don't really necessarily agree with that. Prior to him getting injured, I would have been like, oh, yeah, it's on. But me knowing sports the way I do, and, you know, if you're picking a team to go all the way, you got to look at your star player. You got to look at, you know, several different things. What's his abilities? What can he do? If he can do just about everything, that's great. Put him at the top of your list. But if somebody's injury prone and they're continuously getting injured, you cannot put them at the top of your list, because you're setting yourself up for failure. So anyways, y'all have a good one. God bless. Love y'all. Have a good one.